Move it. You like to move it.
Oh, hi everyone. Welcome back for another fitness circuit. I was just finishing up my flexibility stretches because I know today we are going to focus on muscular strength. And when you have a lot of strength, sometimes our flexibility goes away. So it's so important that you work on both at the same time. So if I ask you, what is muscular strength? Some of you might be like, I don't know. It has the word strength, so it must mean you're strong. You are absolutely correct. Muscular strength means how strong your muscles are. So for example, if you're able to hold like heavy things, it means you have muscular strength. And believe it or not, do you know you only have to hold it once? You don't have to go over and over. A couple weeks ago, we talked about muscular endurance. And I think of like squats. If I could do squats over and over and over again, I have muscular endurance. But if I want to work on muscular strength, I maybe only do, let's say, 10 squats, but I might have something heavy to do it with. Something heavy doesn't always have to be a weight like this. I have a weight, so if I were going to do curls like this, yes, that's working on my arm, but many of you don't have things like this at your house. Some of you do. And at your age, you should be using nice and light ones. Like this is a good one. I think this is 5 pounds, and that's a good amount. But if you don't have something like that at your house, what could you use? Let's think. I could use a water bottle, fill it up, and curl it, or I could do some squats with it and bend low because the extra weight in the water would help me build my muscles and make them stronger. What else could you use? Let's think around the house. You can use some laundry detergent, or maybe does mom and dad go buy a jug of water or a jug of milk? You could use that when it's all done, fill it up with water, and use that weight. What else? I'm lucky actually. The other day, you can even use some animals you have in your house. I have a pretty big dog here, and the other day I was doing squats and I needed some weight to him, so I was holding my dog, giving him a big hug, and squatting up and down with the dog. So you can be creative in these times that you're home and you don't have anything. But even if you don't have weights, you could be as simple as use your own body weight. Because believe it or not, you weigh something. So if I go up and do lunges, because lunges is another great strength exercise, and I do it over and over and over, believe it or not, I guarantee I'll wake up the next day and my muscles will feel it. Have you ever woken up the next day and felt your muscles are a little sore? They're a little sore to touch. They might hurt a little bit. That is absolutely so fantastic. Because do you know when your muscles are sore like that, it's actually the little muscle fibers in your body tearing, and they're making your muscles stronger. Because your muscles have to tear a little bit in order to grow. So it's pretty cool when you feel a little soreness in your muscles, because that means your muscles are getting stronger. That's a good feeling. But when you do feel that muscles are sore, and you want that soreness to go away, refer back to our flexibility video. That's a great time to stretch your muscles and really get all your muscles to feel better. So let's talk about some benefits. Why do we want to have strong muscles? Some benefits are, number one, you want to reduce your chance of injury. When your muscles being strong, they can be able to withstand some force coming at you. So it helps you not get hurt as often. Number two, it improves your posture. What's that word posture mean? It means when I'm sitting up just like I am now, I'm sitting back, my shoulders are back, and nothing is hurting. When I'm walking, I'm standing up nice and tall. I'm able to stand still without moving a muscle for a long period of time. If I have bad posture, I may be sitting there like this, or like have my head like this, leaning on something. to have good posture, I sit up straight and tall. One of the other things, number 3, it helps with your physical performance. So if any of you want to be a football player, a soccer player, a basketball player, maybe you want to be really good at dance, or maybe even you want to teach yoga when you get older. Those are all 5 things you need to have good muscular strength for. So that is a great way to keep practicing. And last but not least, number 4, the thing that muscular strength helps with you is this thing called body composition. Next week, you're going to hear from Mr. Piet about what is body composition and why is it so important. But it helps keep your body fit and lean so you cannot run into health issues as you get older. So here's what you're going to do today for your PE assignment. If you look at the information coming up next, there's going to be 3 different workouts. Some of you guys might hear maybe your parents say, it's leg day, or it's arm day, or I'm going to the gym to work out my legs. We're putting a kid-friendly one out for you. So when you work on your muscular strength, you want to work it in 3 ways. Your arm day, where you're working biceps, you're working some triceps. So sometimes you might work in your chest muscles, or even a little bit of your back. The second day, we're going to be working our core, which means all your abdominal muscles. Do you know you don't only have a 6-pack, but there's 8 muscles down there that you need to work? Most people just think they're 6 ab muscles. And when we work on our core, this also helps us balance. And our back, it helps us, and the thing I was telling you before about posture, your core helps you have great posture. And day 3, we have our leg day. Leg day is my favorite. It's filled of squats and lunges and wall sits and things you can do with your lower body to make your legs strong. Think about, why do you need strong legs? Maybe you want to run a lot. Maybe you want to be able to lift a lot of things up, a lot of heavy things. Your legs are going to help you do that. So here's our challenge to you. When you work out, you usually don't want to do all 3 days at once. You want to do an arm day, you want to do a leg day, and then you want to do a core day. So split those up. I want to see, can you guys do 3 of these exercises in 3 days? So let's say if Monday was arm day for me, Tuesday is leg day, and Wednesday is core day. On Thursday, I'm going to go back to my arms and work on my arms again. And Friday will be another leg day. And Saturday, I'll work on my core. But guess what? Sunday, I have a day to rest. Because your body also needs to take breaks and heal itself too. I hope you learned a lot about muscular strength. Now get to working. I know I'm going to.
Hi, boys and girls. It's Mr. Gomes from Harris Elementary School, physical education teacher. This week, we're going to start the muscular strength. Okay, first muscular strength exercise I'm going to show you is the popular push-ups. Okay, the push-ups, what I like to do is, I like to start, a good tip is to start on your knees. Okay, the push-ups are going to work your triceps, okay, your biceps. It's going to work your chest muscle. It's going to work your back, your legs, and your shoulders. Okay, a good tip to do the proper push-up, what I like to do is, start with your arms out. Okay, this is a good tip. Okay, bring them in, right back. Okay, and this is where you start with your hand position. Okay, go all the way down. Okay, you start just like this. Okay, bring your arms and make sure your elbows go back, not out to the sides, because that's gonna put a lot of stress on your shoulders. Okay, all the way back, just like this, all the way down, and then back up. 1, 2, do 10 reps. Okay, you're gonna do 4 sets of 10 reps for each muscular strength exercise. See, all the way back. Okay, then if you can't do that regular push-up, okay, you could try what is called a modified push-up. Okay, same thing. Okay, arms out. Okay, bring them straight back. Okay, so you can get those shoulder blades in. Put your hands out and then go down. Okay, on your knees now, all the way back. Okay, so now you're on your knees and just go all the way down and up. Keep that back nice and straight. Okay, all the way up. Okay, don't bring them out to the sides again. Otherwise, you're gonna put a lot of stress on your shoulders. Okay, so that's the correct way to do the proper push-up. Okay, next exercise is gonna be squats. Okay, the squats are gonna work, make your thighs nice and strong. Okay, what I like to do is, I like to try to use some weight. Okay, use some weight to strengthen up those muscles. Okay, so for the squats, shoulder width apart. Okay, can use like water bottles. Okay, you can use like a broomstick. Okay, and put it like, just like this above your shoulders. Okay, go all the way down. Okay, about 90-degree angle. Back up. Down, up. Make sure your knees do not go past your toes. Okay, do 10 reps, 4 sets. Okay, nice and slow. Great exercise to strengthen your thighs. Okay, and then the third exercise we're gonna do, okay, another one of my favorites, okay, to strengthen your biceps, okay, triceps, we're gonna do some curls. Okay, what I like to do is, at home, if you have some, I'm going to use some canned beans. Okay, some cans, the nice canned beans. Okay, got them from my mother's closet. Okay, for the curls, same thing, shoulder width apart. Okay, very important when you're doing curls. Okay, start with your arms nice and straight and bring them all the way up like this. Okay, all the way down, all the way up. You can do one arm at a time, okay, or you can do both at the same time. Okay, 10 reps. Okay, nice, under control. Okay, not fast jabs, under control. All the way down, all the way back up. Okay, so those 3 exercises will strengthen your muscles, okay, and give you a whole total body workout. Okay, and as always, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay active.
Hi boys and girls, Mrs. Spur here. Today we are going to work on our muscular endurance exercises. The first one we're going to do is our calf raises. Our calf raises are concentrating on our lower leg, from the knee here, the muscle right below your knee on the back side of your leg. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your feet shoulder width apart, make sure you have a good sense of balance, and all you're going to do is go up on your toes and then come back down. Up on your toes, come back down. Great job. Now if you want to make it a little harder, just hold it when you get up top. So hold it, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then come back down. Good. Hold it, 2, 4, 5, then come back down. And hold it, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come back down. Great job. Keep it up. Hi boys and girls, here's your next core exercise. This one you're going to use your abdominals, which are your stomach muscles, your lower back muscles, your upper back muscles, and even your glutes and hamstrings. This one's called your Superman exercise. So you're gonna lay on the ground, you wanna find enough space, and what you're going to do is you're gonna pretend that you're flying like Superman. Watch me. I'm gonna lay on the ground, arms up, legs straight, and when I say go, you're lifting everything but the middle of your body off the ground. Ready, and go. Look, you can see my legs are up off the ground, my arms are off the ground, my chest is off the ground, and I'm flying like Superman. It's a great, great, great core exercise. Hi boys and girls, here's another leg exercise. This one's called wall sits. What you're gonna do is you're gonna find a wall inside your house or something flat where you're basically gonna sit down like almost you're in a chair. You don't want your hands on your knees though, so watch when I do it. I get down nice and low, I put my back here, and I put my hands up. I don't wanna lean like this, because this means I'm using my arms. I'm just gonna sit here like this, and go like this, play a handshake game with someone, and kind of just sit. I wanna see if I can keep my back against the wall. I don't want my back to lean forward. And I'm just seeing here, trying to go. Once again, look at my legs. They're at a 90-degree angle. That means they go up and over. I don't want to be too high because that's not really getting me a workout. I want to be down nice and low. Just sit here and go.
Hi, this exercise is called the chair dip press or tricep press. It's going to be working the triceps, which are here, your shoulders, and your back. And one of the things that you will need is a chair, and make sure it is a sturdy one. And the easiest way is start by sitting on the chair, grab it right at the side, walk your feet out, and then you will bend and come up. So you're working the backs of your arms, your chest, and your shoulders. And there is a modification to this, and you can start by being on the ground, sitting on the ground, have your knees bent, place your hands behind you so that your fingers are pointing towards your body, lift your bottom up off the floor and back down, and lift, and down, lift. Try not to touch in between, so you're going to lift up and come down, lift up and come down, and good luck with this. The next exercise that I will be demonstrating is called the plank. You can do high, which puts you on your hands, or you can go low, which is onto your elbows. It works your shoulders and your neck. It works your core or your abdominals here, your glutes, and your calf muscles, and your quadriceps. When you prepare to do this, make sure when you place your hands down that your shoulders are directly over them and your glutes are in line with your knees. So lift yourself up, not like this. We don't want to see this one. It's in line. And hold it for what is comfortable for you. And every day that you do these, try to increase the amount of time. If you would like to do low, then you would be here on your elbows. Again, stay up on the toes and keep your hips in line with your knees. Hold it for as long as you possibly can. Don't overdo it. And then when you're done, just relax. The next exercise that I will be showing you is sit-ups. It works your core muscles, your abdominals, your hip flexors. It helps strengthen your neck, your shoulders. It also helps with your breathing. So as you are doing the hardest part, breathe out and breathe in. Make sure that you are breathing during any of these exercises. The easiest way to start, make sure that your knees are bent, your feet are anchored. We shouldn't see rocking chairs going on. Keep your feet down. If you need, tuck them under the couch or have somebody come and hold your feet. Do not sit on them, just have them hold it. Easiest way to start, place your hands at your side, curl up and back down. Just curl up and back down. To make it a little more difficult, take your hands, clasp them behind your neck. Don't pull on your neck as you're doing your sit-up, but sit up and back down. And up and back down. The hardest one cross the arms, fingers touching your shoulders. Start down, curl your way up, and come back down. And curl up, and back down. It's not a race. Do the best that you can. Try to keep those feet down, and try to increase the exercise every day that you do them. Good luck, have fun, and enjoy your exercising.
Now we're going to be doing bent over rows. Now before we get started, we're going to talk about a couple things. Number one, you got to find items again. I'm going to use canned goods and a folding chair. You can use any type of item that would fit in both hands. Number two, it's going to work your latissimus dorsi, that's your back muscles, all the way down the sides here. It's also going to work your hamstrings and your glutes, which is in your buttocks. But you want to start by having your feet together, like so, okay, with a nice bend. And then you want to lean forward, but not shrug your shoulders down. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to lean, you're going to bend your knees, lean forward, you're here, and then you're going to pull up, like so. Pull up, pull up. If you have the chair, stay in that position. Okay, you're here, pull up, pull up, pull up. Okay, and what you'll be doing is about a set of 10 for those as well. This exercise is called mountain climbers. And what you're going to do is you're going to start off in a plank position, like a push-up position. So we're going to work our shoulder muscles for holding ourselves up in a plank, all of our abdominals because you're going to be in that plank position. You're going to use your hip flexors because you're going to be moving your legs back and forth, which will also help your quadriceps and your hamstrings. So what you want to do first is a little bit more than shoulder length apart for your hands. Put them down. You want to get yourself in a plank position, which is a nice straight flat back, not up in the air like so. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take one knee and drive it up, and then you're going to replace them. You can do this at any speed you want. A side view would be here. Okay? In, boom, boom. The exercise that we're going to be doing now are front and lateral shoulder raises. So what you're going to do is you're going to have two items. I have canned goods or two like-sized books. And what you want to do is you want to put your thumbs underneath the items, like so. And you want to, for front raises, raise them straight up until you get to shoulder level. For lateral raises, straight up until you get to shoulder level to the sides. All right, this is going to work your deltoid, which is the muscle around the shoulder. You're gonna get the trapezius muscle, which is the shoulder, between the shoulder and the neck. And then your supraspinatus, which is the muscles around your rotator cuff. And I'll just give you a quick little demonstration of 3. 1, nice and slow like this. 2, 3, and then to the sides. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you don't need a lot of weight for this. You will feel the burn, all right?
All right, the exercise we are going to do now is called the burpee. Now, the burpee is one of those exercises that is intense. It takes a lot out of you, especially if you do a lot of them, but it works pretty much your entire body, with the exception of your back. From your calves, thighs, abs, arms, chest, you know, it really does the entire body. And also, if you do it long enough, it can really work on your cardiovascular system. So, when you're doing this, you start off standing nice and tall. You go down basically to a push-up position, go all the way down to the ground, basically do a push-up, and then right back up to your feet, and then you jump up in the air, hands up over your head, just like this. You come down, kick your feet out, come to the ground, come back up, and jump. Back down to the ground, up, and jump. Down to the ground, up, and jump. Just like that. And you get a great exercise, especially if you do 10 or more, and then you take a break, and then try to do 10 or more. Try to do as many sets as you can, and see how it goes for you. This exercise is called a lunge. Okay, the lunge works on two major muscle groups of your legs. Upper part of your leg, first one is the glutes, right? That's a nice big muscle on your backside, and also your quadriceps, which is the muscles right on the front of your leg, upper part of your leg, from your waist down to your knees, okay? When you do a lunge, you want to start nice and tall. Your hands can be at your side or on your hips, okay? When you step forward, because you need to do that in this exercise, you're gonna step forward with one foot stays behind, just like so, not too far, all right? Then you take your back leg, that knee, and slowly bring it down to the ground while also bending your front knee, okay? Then you push back up with that front leg, switch legs, step forward, and come down with the opposite leg and push up. Now, you do not want to smash your knees into the ground. It will hurt, especially if you do it multiple times in a row, okay? And you just try to alternate back and forth. You try to do 10 to 15, maybe even 20 of these. It will get more challenging as you go, but remember, keep your hands at your side or on your hips, shoulders nice and tall. Try not to hunch over like so, and don't use your hands on your knees to get back up, okay? That's not great form. Hands at your side or on your hips, just like this. If you notice that you are wobbling an awful lot and you're trying as hard as you can, you might want to go back and do the squat, okay? Squat is very similar, like this, and another teacher will be going over that form with you, all right? But if you're doing really good at the squats, work on your lunges. And that's it. This next exercise is called the shoulder press. The shoulder press works a major muscle called the deltoid, which is the muscle that makes up the top of your shoulder, right over here and here. Secondary muscle, which is a muscle that gets some exercise, but it's not the primary focus, is your trapezius muscle, which are the muscles that are kind of like on the back of your shoulder and they go under your arm here. All right, and some people, they kind of make a wing looking shape, especially when they lift their arms up in the air. Another small muscle group is your rotator cuff muscle group, which is a bunch of small muscles that actually support your shoulder joint. All right, when you're moving your arm all around different ways, your rotator cuff is what makes that movement happen nice and smooth, and that's something that also needs to get a workout, but not too much. It's very easy to damage that if you overdo it. A shoulder press should not be done with a whole lot of weight. I have two steel pipes in my hand, okay? I'm not using a lot of weight at all on this, only because I'm demonstrating with you. If I worked out a lot, I would increase the weight quite a bit, but I also would do that even if I could lift really heavy. I start out with a very light weight, make sure my shoulders are working fine and I have good form before I move up to anything that is really strenuous, okay? A shoulder press, there's a couple different ways you can do it. I like to start out with my feet shoulder width apart, okay? I have a nice tall straight stance. For when you're just starting out, you might want to have a little bend in your knees, okay? You're gonna bring your weights, whatever they are, up to shoulder height here. Okay, just to start out, bring your arms to the side. If everything feels fine, you're gonna bring them out to the side. Then you're gonna raise your elbows in line with your shoulders to where your arms make the shape of an L, okay? 90-degree angles, okay? So this side, your arm kind of makes the shape of an L, and this side makes the shape of a reverse L, all right? And when you are standing in this position here, you're nice and ready. All you simply do is bring the weights up above your head. You can turn your wrists if you want to, okay? And just make nice steady motions, arms straight, then you come back down to that L shape, okay? You go back up and down, just like that. Again, stay in that repetition area of like 12 to 20 times, 10 or more, okay? This is to strengthen a bunch of different muscles at the same time. Nice light weight right here. Okay, the heavier you go, the more strenuous this is going to be. A variation of this is called the military press, where your feet are together and you're basically doing the same motion. The difference between a military press and a shoulder press is that you're kind of restricting your body a little bit by keeping your feet together. Now you're going to have less stability standing here while you're doing this, Okay, so again, you definitely want to start out with less weight. All right, bring your weights to the same position, 90 degrees, and you come up here. But the reason why this is a little bit of a different challenge is because it requires you to work on your stability, your core muscles, which is the muscles down in the middle of your body here, your abdominal region, also your obliques, okay? And that helps you work on your stability muscles as well as the ones that work your shoulder and your rotator cuff. All right, that's it.